Hello, welcome to this custom deck run of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I'm here with YouTubers Heroes Knight.
Hello.
And all the usual suspects. How you doing, guys?
Well enough.
I'm good.
I'm alive.
Unfortunately.
I was thinking the same
Despite
about you.
best efforts.
Yeah. Mind you, I was busy at a murder mystery last night, so I don't know what everyone else's excuse is.
Yeah.
The mystery was that there was a murder.
Here's how you
Who were you of a murder mystery, Jack?
Hey, sorry?
Who were you of a murder mystery?
Yeah, tell the internet about it. Plug
Yeah, I
yourself.
want to hear more. This is interesting.
I was a
You shall.
hitman. I was a hitman working for a drug dealer, but I promise you, I did not commit the murder.
You just took the crack.
No, I didn't take the crack either.
Really? You look thin enough that you've having a gritty smack battle.
How do you
You know you
Are
can talk
watching
about
me?
it, Jack. We're here.
How do you know? Are you watching me?
I'm pretty sure I saw something on television which involves you running out of a house going, I swear I was just here visiting someone else. It's not mine. Or dropping several bricks.
No,
Bricks
that was
of
my
cocaine.
twin.
I've got enough for virtual currency.
No, that was my Sam. That was my that was my
Who
twin
gives you the
brother
best
who brought
cards,
enough
do you
shame to the family.
Well, you need to get him into a rehab centre.
Because I only know who about half
The
of these
problem is he
people
keeps
are.
getting out.
Yeah, same here. You probably know
Oh
more
my
than I do.
god, you've got a lot of cards. To be
You
fair.
tried to make him go to rehab, but he said no, no, no.
Right.
You try to make me have a kebab, and I go and no and no and no.
They tried to make me watch Condemned. I said no, no, no.
I hate that song.
I know, I hate Santino.
Amy Winehouse is very overrated. Sorry, I know.
I honestly keep seeing her pop figurine in HMV, and I keep wondering if they're going to make it accurate with several lines of cocaine coming out from under her nose.
A lot of things are overrated these days. I'm probably one of the few people on the planet who enjoys the simple things.
Was that a TV show or?
Well, anything.
So,
Right, so
you
what
do you
kind of
enjoy
deck
coal
are we
do
gonna
you
go
enjoy
with?
coal fires?
A good one.
Sorry,
One
what?
that will win us jewels. Wait, what card's found on the bottom right? That looks familiar. Is that Allure of Darkness? That's only good if you got like loads of dark. Right, yeah.
So we're building a group deck here then.
Yeah, and we're going to go through the entire story, or as close as we can with it.
Right, okay. So what? Are we all picking out a selection of cards to use?
Well, let's all agree on a few things. Like, are we gonna? What type of deck should we use? Do we think?
I don't know, Ollie. I've
What
been
have
out
you
of the
got
game for
lots
so
of?
many years. Ollie, I haven't played the game since I gave you that massive fucking folder that I've been out of the game for so goddamn long.
Why
Well,
did you play
Thunder Cubs
tables? He was a lovely guy with a bit of an odd nickname, but still. Have we
Well,
got
one-
like
one-
loads of one kind of monster, like loads of Lightsworn or loads of, you know what I mean? Like themes. Like, can we make a theme deck? Do we have the cards to make that happen, or are we just gonna like get loads of strong monsters and good spells and traps? Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do we have at
Well,
our disposal?
I could go on Yu-Gi-Oh! YGO Dev Pro to get a list of cards, but I'm pretty sure some of those cards won't be on this game you're playing.
Yeah. Is there a ban list, or can we like use free
No,
monster reborns and free dark
You've
holes?
got free reign. You can use anything.
Yeah. So in other words, we can just spam them with
Yeah.
like trap holes and fissures and stuff.
Well, I've taken a bit of an interest in evil hero decks.
Yeah, I liked the evil heroes.
I don't know if those are in this game.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw evil hero malicious
Oh,
edge,
well,
so I
that's
wouldn't be
Goyo Guardian. That's
surprised.
quite a good.
Right, I'm not
Synchro
fooling you
ones.
anymore. You use elemental heroes, they're smelly. You're being a child.
Have you ever smelled Clayman? You're not wrong.
But at least I'm not a child who uses
Wait, one thing
elemental
has
heroes.
one bite, so something's
Oh,
limited.
they've got the censored version of Harpy Lady.
Oh no, the ban lists are in effect for multiplayer, but for the story mode you can use whatever you want.
Oh.
Obviously, no more than 3 of any
Yeah,
card. but-
obviously. I don't even know where to begin.
Why do we have Pot of Greed? No one knows what it does.
What does Pot of Greed do?
Got 3 legends.
Slifer, the executive producer.
And Mega Ultra Chicken. Chicken Arise.
Arise.
Obelisk and tour guide.
Oh, we just went past Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
The genie of the lamp card. Fuck off, Robin Williams.
You see, we've got a lot of cards to choose
We
from.
have. This is going to be tough, you know.
Yeah. Should we try and just make an all-purpose main character deck?
Yeah.
Alright, so staple cards will need a Mirror Force.
Can you like sort them into spells and traps and stuff?
You can. Card frame.
Yeah, so we'll pick a few sort of staple spells, a few staple traps, you know, like your Dark Holes, your Mirror Force.
I've got a deck list of my Evil Hero deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Dev Pro if you want to use that.
Do we have all those cards though? That's the only thing I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't think we
As far
will.
as I know, the cards aren't banned.
If we sort them by name, what are we looking for?
Evil.
if you want to do...
So that would be Ease, wouldn't it, Jack?
Yeah.
So let's see what evil heroes we have. I saw a few elemental heroes, but they've got 3
you'll
months,
need
3
elemental
boards.
heroes. Wait, what I like best about the Evil Heroes, they're kind of like the Earth 3 Crime Syndicate to the Elemental Heroes Justice League.
I quite liked the Destiny heroes as well.
Yeah, I do too, but they're a bit complicated. If you want an evil version of the Elemental Heroes, you're better off with just Evil Heroes.
What's the one where you contribute 1 to summon 2 more of the same?
Oh, we do have some evil heroes.
Yeah, are these any good, Jack?
Evil hero Dark Gaia.
Yeah, that's one of them. He's not... The Evil Heroes which you're looking for are Infernal Sniper, Inferno Wing, Lightning Golem, Dark Gaia, Wild Cyclone, and Malicious Fiend.
You've only got the 3 though, haven't you? I remember Malicious Edge being quite good, but I can't remember what it does.
We don't have it. Right, let's just try and make a bullshit main character deck and see if it takes us through.
Well, you have only... How many heroes you got in there?
About 4, and...
It's not really enough for a deck.
Well, no, you'd bolster it with elemental heroes that you use to fuse them, but 4?
Yeah, like 2 of those are effects monsters.
Oh, First of the Dragons, 2 normal monsters.
That's a bit stupid. These cards aren't even banned.
No, you have to
I've
buy
been seeing.
cards.
You have to get cards in random packs in this game, and I don't have them.
It's got lots of elemental heroes, but not evil heroes.
I think,
Do we
I think
want to
this
be
is where I
cheating?
prefer...
No, Smith or Yuki. The answer's the same for both.
This is
Yeah.
where I prefer the online games.
Oh, Dark Hole. Sorry, I sound like I'm obsessed with Dark Hole.
Yeah,
I think
well,
that goes a
whatever
lot
it
to
does.
saying something
Just
about
one,
you,
you can have
Seb.
3.
Yeah, but we don't know what else we're going to want in the deck.
Yeah, I suppose.
Seb and his obsession with the dark hole.
I just saw Cyber Dragon, that's quite a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know
Cyber
what?
Dragon. I'm
That's a
totally
good
not thinking
special
about the
summon.
dark hole.
Alright.
You know
You've got an
what's,
instant field advantage there.
you know what's a good
It's dark.
magic card to have?
What is a good
For
magic
a
card?
main character deck? Ancient Rules.
I don't know how
It's a
much...
dark
I don't know
hole, a
if I can-
euphemism for something.
Possibly.
I assume so.
I don't know if I can help you with this. I
Special
don't know.
summon 1 level 5 or higher normal monster from your hand.
Yeah, but you need 1 level 5 or higher normal monster.
Hey Ollie,
Okay.
you should use Swordsman of Landstar, ironically.
Which means...
You can't get the Seal of Orichalcos in this game, can you?
Yeah.
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 What's
have
going to
it?
be our signature high-level monster?
Well, we've got
Executive
fusions and rituals and...
The
Well, I don't
executive
know,
producer.
What high-level cards have you got in there?
We could have Blue Eyes.
Good old blue eyes.
Good old Blue Eyes.
I just made a reference to Lost in Translation.
Hold on, let's...
Who else agrees with me that Lost in Translation is one of the best movies ever made?
Haven't seen it.
Don't plan to see it.
Anyone?
I got Kingsman 2 on DVD just earlier.
It's good. I like Kingsman 2.
I watched a cartoon in which Chris Hansen got raped by a man.
What?
I know this is complicated.
But why would
Yeah, it
you
was to
have
catch a
any of
predator,
those
except the
other
guy
than
wasn't
Blue
there
Eyes White Dragon?
except the guy wasn't there to get a kid, he was there to get Chris Hansen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it has to be a normal monster as well.
Oh, for
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I forgot Ryu
I have a
Ram was
nightmare
actually,
where we're
was
going to
actually
have
a
three
normal
ancient
card.
rules
I'm
in
so
our
used to seeing the
hands
Toon
and no...
version.
Very
So,
Ooh,
unlikely.
Buster Blader.
could happen. Oh, the Tricky's good.
Yep,
The Tricky's amazing.
we'll have the
You
tricky.
can use
And also
Jinzo,
Cyber
that's
Dragon if you
always
can get
fun.
that.
Oh yeah, I agree, Jinzo.
Jinzo as well. That's a good one.
You won't be able
The
to summon
executive
it with.
producer.
You won't be able to summon it with ancient rules.
No. Nor the Tricky, but you don't need... I mean, Tricky's good because, like, if you get loads of ancient rules, and maybe you could just dump one anyway. Oh, you've got Stardust Dragon. That's a good one.
If you get Satellite Cannon, you could build a Lecter deck.
Yeah, but it's a good monster that you can get for free if you've got, like, 2...
Oh, Blackluster Soldier. No one must ever know about forbidden love.
Oh my!
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry,
the range
Ian's,
when I was playing.
Ian's doing his impression of Seymour from from Final Fantasy X. Oh, Lady Yoda!
That's not really a signature monster, though, is it?
No, it's just a
I am
bug.
totally not gay.
That's not a signature
Dragon.
monster.
Raven Dragon.
Trihorn Dragon.
Raven Dragon.
I watch Blitzball like manly men do. I like to watch them kick a ball in the water and shirtless bodies and the water running
this
through
is
their
going
hair.
places.
And,
Blue Eyes White Dragon as well. It's the strongest, isn't it?
I'm a manly man.
But that
I
makes
still
this
don't
a
get
card
how
deck.
synchro summons work.
Okay, Cosmo Queen.
Why are you taking
How is
Cosmo
Co-
Queen?
Because apparently he doesn't want to play Seto Kaiba.
Oh, Ollie, you've got 3 blue eyes.
So you'd rather play Gozaburo Kaiba because he summoned a Cosmo Queen during that during the final moments of that season.
I pointed out Metal Armored Bug, but he says it's not iconic enough.
I think for fan service, we should add Dark Magician Girl.
I disagree.
You know, just to boost the
That's the
ratings.
Yaru, but that's a bit weak, isn't
The
it?
only time I enjoyed Dark Magician Girl
No,
was when
I'm
I
using
killed
CR.
one.
It looks
playing
awesome. I remember
online.
having that card ages ago.
Alright.
Does it come as an
Hey,
exclusive with some
sex
sort of
boost
video game?
ratings.
Apparently, unless you're the
Yeah, I had it. I
XFL.
remember it looking really awesome.
Right,
Of
I'll tell you
course.
what.
Yeah.
I'll have one Dark Magician, Sayaru, and a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I don't think they should have any more rituals unless they can be special summoned things. Not rituals,
Like,
tribute monsters.
we're not listening to Seb because he has a ridiculous fear of situational game.
I'm trying not to listen to him, but he keeps talking.
Yeah, but the situational cards are undercut by having the tricky in the deck, so it balances out.
Be silent, annoying voice that never stops.
But you're still
If some-
talking.
But why are you telling yourself to be silent?
I'm not the annoying voice. Annoying voice.
Alright, and
No,
now
You're a annoying
Girls,
voice.
girls. You're
we
both
need
annoying.
some low levels.
Yes.
One thing that I insist on having
You have
3
level
of
1 Onga in
in
there.
any not otherwise specific deck
Yeah.
that I make is the obnoxious Celtic Guardian.
Oh! What was
Absolutely.
that?
Oh, you don't have the agnostic Celtic Guardian.
No, he didn't know whether or not he wanted to be here.
Do you have Fire Princess in there?
Obelisk!
Are we going to use God cards?
Yeah, have one god card. One.
Which one? We're having 3 obnoxious
okay.
Celtic Guardians.
Okay, if we can choose which god we have in the deck, hand for. Okay, just say if you want.
Hands up.
Exodius.
Some of us aren't even in there, Sam.
I think Obelisk would be the God card if we're using one. Because it's
Yeah,
the most
Ra
balanced
Ra
one.
is very because Ra is very situational, and so is Slifer.
Yeah. Like, Slifer is useless if you have less than like 3 cards in your hand.
He's not actually. You can use him for. You can use him to destroy the opponent's monsters.
Only if they have a defense. If they have monsters with a certain defense, though.
I think
it's
Obelisk
attack,
as the only
actually,
one with a
but-
set attack value.
Plus his special ability thing.
Yeah. Sorry. What'd you say, Sam?
I said, especially Obelisk's special effect thing doesn't affect his attack or defense, so, the set value thing works.
Yeah.
Exodius.
No, his special ability is you can sacrifice 2 monsters to destroy all of your opponent's monsters.
Exactly, but it doesn't affect his attack and defense like like the other 2 gods do.
Yeah. He's the one with the steadiest power, so...
Yeah.
Torment!
Ooh. Shall we have some XZ's monsters?
May as well, because you can...
3 or more level
Well, the
6.
only given the circumstances, you'd probably want level 8, like Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon.
I don't know if I have that one.
You might want some level 4s.
Yeah, the level 4 ones are good, because I remember having a lot of them in the last of these games. Do we want some...
Do you have a Spirit Barrier and an Astral Barrier available?
I don't know. Number 38,
Well,
39, Utopia.
A little trick I've learned is that if you have a monster on the field while you have these 2 trap cards in play, you essentially become invincible.
I'm a Shark Drake. Shark Drake, hoo-ha! Let's see.
I built a simple deck a while back on the online game, including Fire Princess and various other cards that increased my life points so I could whittle my opponent down to nothing. Those cards included Nimble Mononga, White Magician Pickaroo, Neospatian Air Hummingbird, Mysterious Puppeteer, Dancing Fairy, Malice the Fallen One,
15 in the extra deck.
Marie the Fallen One
So might as
rather.
well just chuck them all in, to be honest.
I'm not chucking them.
I also used the Synchro Monsters Belzeus of the Diabolic Dragons and Thought Ruler Archfiend.
Oh, you've got more than I thought. Yeah.
Thought Ruler Archfiend is a decent card if you want
2
to, if
level
you've got
4s
that.
for that
Yeah.
crazy box. Well, let's have
Easy
a look at
ball.
the effect. This card cannot attack. Fuck. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material.
How is it pronounced? I don't know.
It's pronounced XZ, but
However
I'm
you
going to
say it, it sounds dumb.
Yeah. Roll a 6-sided die.
I like that word.
It's got a load of attack points, but it can't attack.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be useful if you had one of those monsters where you could sacrifice it to raise an attack or something, but,
Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. That is a beast. But we need 3 level 8 monsters on the... No, 2 level 8 monsters on the field. And the only level 8 monster we have is Blue Eyes.
Replace the non-level 8s for level 8s then. But the
We've saved them
problem
with
is, how
level
are you able to get them on the field efficiently?
That's the thing. I'm going to put it in the extra deck and make a point of getting another level 8. Hold on, what level is CO? 7. Right, we need at least 1 more level 8 monster.
A fun combo, Ollie, is using Malice Doll of Demise with Ectoplasma.
Yeah, that's a good combo. I remember that.
I mean, you force your opponent to destroy his own monsters so you can make direct attacks as well as sacrifice your monsters for Ectoplasma.
Right, well let's put monsters in the deck first. Right.
Yeah.
Although,
Oh, we got him with that.
also Deal of a Traveller. When this card was to declare when your opponent chooses 1 random card in your hand and calls the type of card. If they call it wrong, return the attacking monster to the hand. That is a good trap card.
Yeah, I can see that working against the terrible AI in this game.
Yeah.
They might forget what's in your hand.
I don't want to take up too many deck spaces. Let's put one in there. Ordeal of a Traveller. That is a good card.
Some of the older ones are definitely the best.
Yeah, speaking of which, we need a Mirror Force and a Swords of Revealing Light.
You've got Mirror Force, I've seen that much.
Yeah, I know. I've got at least 2 of them, I think. Well,
Oh, Pot
alright.
of Greed. Yes. Yeah.
3 Pot of Greeds in there.
Oh, Pot of Duality. What's that do? I remember it was like a watered down.
Excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 of them to your hand. Also, after that, shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate 1 per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. We've got Pot of Greed.
Yeah, it's made redundant by that. Oh, Premature Burial, although Monster Reborn, so...
Yeah, we'll have...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're putting 3 Monster Reborns in there as monsters as well.
Oh, you've got Reykjavik, not Reykjavik, but
Raigeki.
Raigeki, yeah. Yes, we need 3 of those. Oh my god.
Do we need 3 of those?
Yes, we do. We're just going to destroy them all.
Yeah, but now that's like half the deck built.
You could probably use some Solemn Judgments as well, just anything to negate.
Nah, that's half the life points.
Yeah, but if you're winning anyway.
It's not worth it.
Like, go up a bit. Doesn't that guy look a bit like Mackenzie Crook if you go up a bit? The second one down. You know, it looks a bit like the guy with the one eye in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. We need some more lower level monsters or none of this Naxos.
Who's played by someone called Mackenzie Crook.
Yeah. There's a good Joey deck that focuses on
The
the red
gadgets
eye.
are decent, you know, because, you know, when you summon one, you can add another to your hand.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh. Oh.
Rainbow Dragon. Must be special.
Oh,
summon.
that's a tricky one. You need all the 7
Yeah.
crystal beasts. And I'm not even sure you've got those. And you need a deck devoted to the crystal beasts.
Yeah. Pyramid Energy.
I think it's in alphabetical order because I just saw Pyramid Saturn and Pyramid Energy and
Yeah.
Pumpkin. Whatever it's called.
You can select and activate one of the following effects. Increase the attack of all face-up monsters on your side of the field by 200 points until the end phase of the turn this card is activated, or defense by 500. Oh, it's an alright card, but... I'm sure there are better cards. Any suggestions, guys?
Oh wait. Okay. Level 4 monsters. You can use a few with strong attacks, few with strong defences.
Lost the Dragons always.
Oh,
a good
Mystical
one.
Space Typhoon.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
Yeah.
Let's put a couple of those in, but now we've really... And Mirror Force. We've got no traps other than Ordeal of a Traveller, so...
Yeah, Mirror Force is neat.
If you've got Spirit Barrier and Astral Barrier, use them.
Spirit Barrier and Astral Barrier. Let's go down to S.
Why don't you just search for Barrier?
Sangan. That's good.
I don't think we have any monsters... Oh wait, we don't. We have Obnoxious Celtic Guardian.
Yes, we do. That's what I was thinking.
Cause the fate of the world depends on it, I do.
Spirit Barrier, you said.
Didn't you say you also wanted Swords of Revealing Light?
Yeah. Well, we're down at S anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think we should have more than 40 cards. Well, we can have 43 since 3 of them are Pot of Greed.
Yeah, any more than 40, you're reducing your chance of drawing something good, basically.
I don't think I have Spirit Barrier.
You can't do it then. I mean, use Astral Barrier certainly if you have a chance. If you have a deck that raises life points.
What's the other one we were talking about? Swords of Revealing Light. I know we've got to be looking for monsters while we're at it, but... I like those final cards because you can make them spell fail.
Yeah. one of my friends from Card Game Society last year had them in his folder spelling out the word anal.
That's brilliant.
It's not that funny.
It's my sense
It's not that funny.
Anal.
Spell absorption's a good one. Let's have that.
Oh yeah, spell absorption easily.
Oh, tribute of the damned. But,
Oh, we didn't put Monster Reborn in. All Swords of Revealing Light.
yeah, those are essentials. Once we've got those in, I think we've got enough spell and traps, to be honest, and we'll just focus on monsters.
Yeah. Right, Swords of Revealing Light. Or, although, we could have the Seal of Orichalcos.
Ooh, the seal of Orichalcos.
I can see that working quite well for tricky action, the extra 500s. And...
Should we
me
put in
too.
the Seal of Orichalcos?
I think
I
it
say we
works
should
pretty
use
well
the
with
seal of Orichalcos.
same here. I think it also works pretty well with what was it? Flaming Phoenix of Neptus.
Right, I want Swords of Revealing Light. Right.
Don't we all?
Do we want... Right, I think we can only afford one of each. Like,
Really?
well, we're at 31 cards.
Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to want to have an even number of, you know.
I think Dark Hole is a bit superfluous with 3 Raigekis.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We've got enough attack stoppers.
Yes. I think we're doing quite well on the spells and traps. We're looking strong there.
Yeah, it's monsters we've got. But then we haven't got any Monster Reborns, which can work as proxy monster cards. I think we can allow an extra 3 since 3 of our cards are Pot of Greed.
And also 3 of your spell cards are there just to summon your monsters.
Yeah, so I think we can allow the 3 Monster Reborns.
Yeah. We've got plenty of monsters to reborn still. Yep. That's the problem when you've got so many good cards available, it's difficult to choose.
Right, now we've just got to... right, so we need some level 4 monsters. Or summonable monsters, I should say.
Can you filter it by level 4 or lower monsters?
Level rank, you can sort them by level.
Okay, so let's do that.
Victoria.
Dragon type monster.
Ah, that is quite good. Once per turn, you can target 1 dragon-type monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon that target to your side of the field. Your opponent cannot target face-up fairy-type monsters for attacks except this one. But the dragon summoning one would work well against Kaiba, wouldn't it?
Yes, and it's got
Oh, yeah, you could
1800
summon his
attack
own
points
blue eyes
anyway, so
against
it's
him
not
and then have it
completely
kill him.
useless.
That's a decent level 4, that is.
Yeah.
I'm going to put 3 of those in there.
Good thinking.
Oh,
Good
Wall
thinking,
of
Batman.
Illusions are good.
Uh-huh.
Wall of Illusions good. Ish.
Yeah, that is good, because then you can...
Yeah, it's a good...
I do like that card.
Yeah, I'll put 2 of those in, because it's a good...
Yeah,
Haha,
we've got
you
room
attack...
for 2 more monsters.
I need to get my dinner out the oven. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, 5 more, because we're on 40. We're going to 43.
Oh, is that what we agreed?
Yeah, because 3 of the cards are Pot of Greed.
Okay.
I think Lost a Dragon would be good.
Yeah, that's another trivia, that's all I'm thinking.
No, it's not. Lost a Dragon is level 4.
Oh! Yeah, I know what you mean now.
What did you think, Hannah?
I thought you meant Blackluster Soldier, I don't know why I also realised it was a
Really?
Witch.
You
Oh,
still
wait, Black Witch of the Forest is good, isn't it?
Oh, thank God, I thought you'd gone missing for a minute.
When this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand.
That works quite well with your Celtic guy.
Witch of the Black
I
Forest.
only have 1 of them, so alright, why not?
Yeah. Bitch of the Black Forest.
Zolga. When a monster is tribute summoned by tributing this card, the owner of this card gains 2,000 life points.
Okay.
And it's a 1,700 attack monster.
I quite like that, actually.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got 1,700 attacks, that's quite a good.
Right, we've got 3 card spaces left. Do I use 2 of them to put, or 1 of them to put
Yeah,
others
I've got
on?
a lot of tributes in the deck, so you may as well.
Alright,
quite
one
like
space left.
1 space. 1 space!
1 space!
What's that monster you're only allowed 1 of?
Lost a pendulum.
I don't know how they work.
I'm not sure how they work.
I haven't a clue what a pendulum is, to be honest.
Pendulum summoning. I think it allows you to summon a bunch of monsters in 1 turn. We're going through the main story, which they won't be doing that, so let's not cheat.
Oh, what's that one that you're only allowed 2 of? I remember that being good, but I don't remember what it did.
Where?
There, one you're only...
Summon a monk.
When someone feels it cannot be attributed to this card, normal flip summon, change this card's defense decision. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spell card, special summon 1 level 4 monster from your deck, but that monster cannot attack this. It's good for synchro summoning or XYZ summoning.
We could do.
Yeah, because that's good for XYZ summoning.
Right, we'll put that in there. Now we can focus on the extra deck.
Yes.
We don't have any polymerizations, so fusions are out.
And also, I don't think you've got any synchro.
I don't have any tuners at all,
Tuners,
so synchros are also out. We're
Just
down to
focus on your
XYZs. And that's what I'm calling them.
Me too. XYZ. Was undue hatred.
Not number of cards, right, card frame. Alright. Oh, there we are.
Da, 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 da.
We have a lot of level 4s now, don't we?
Yeah. So I'm thinking we should focus on getting some level 4s up here.
2 level 4 warrior type monsters. We can summon that. What is it? Heroic Champion Excalibur. Once per turn you can detach and this card's attack becomes double its original attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's pretty good. I'm putting that in.
Yeah.
Heroic Champion Gandiva. Once per turn, when a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, you can detach 1 from this card and destroy that monster. It's not really that good, is it?
No.
Heroic Champion Kusanagi. That is pretty good. Alright, what's its effect? Once per turn during either player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can detach it and negate. If you do, destroy it. This card then gains 500 attack.
Wait, Ollie, were you only going to do 43 cards?
Yes.
I'm back.
Sorry?
Were you only going to do 43 cards?
Yeah, in the main deck. This is the extra deck. It doesn't actually factor in.
You're allowed 15 in the extra deck, aren't you?
Yeah, the extra deck, you can summon anything from it if you've got the... that's where you put your fusions and stuff.
Do these come in single games or matches? Because you might want to make a side deck if it's matches.
Single games.
Yeah. Because that one,
You can only
that
say the
Victoria
word
would be good
once,
for a side deck.
Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon.
The problem is you need 3 level 4 wind monsters. Have you got those?
No. Well, Gem Knight Pearl. That's an
Decent
alright
attack,
card,
yeah. It's a good beater.
Beat stick.
Yes.
Let's put another one.
Yeah.
Why not? Ghost Trick Alucard. Do we have any level
4s? Yeah, you've got at least 1. I don't know if which for Black Forest is
Shame for you, you've activated my Alucard.
Also, you've also got Monster Reborn, so you can Monster Reborn one of their level 3 cards.
Yeah, well,
So-
we've got Sangan.
Yeah, you've got Sangan, so you could maybe use a level 5 in there, if there's any.
Why would a level 5?
Yeah, because 2 trickies.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or 3 trickies.
Right. I mean, the...
It's tricky.
there's a level 5. Number 12, Crimson Shadow
You
Armor
do know
Ninja.
that one of the monsters you need has to be a tuner monster, don't you?
Not for these.
No, these are XYZ monsters.
XYZ monsters. You need 2 monsters of the same level.
Yeah, we've got a lot of level 4s, so I'm packing level 4 ones in there.
I've also got a few level 5s, so...
During either
It's just
phase
that
of
for a
turn,
moment
you can
there, it
detach
sounded
from
like
this
you were...
card. This...
For a moment there, it sounded like you were choosing cards, believing you could do summon them at any point with anything.
Yeah. Number 16, Shockmaster.
Aha! The Shock Master! What, do you summon it and then it just falls off the table?
Fucking ass.
Once per turn, you can detach and declare one type monster spell or trap. That type of card, if spell or trap, cannot be activated, or if monster cannot activate its effect until the end of your turn. That's a really good card.
Yeah.
The Shockmaster is going in. The Shockmaster.
Oh, it's me, Shockmaster.
Oh, I don't have my my glittery stormtrooper helmet.
Number 33.
I just realised that Captain Phasma is basically the Shockmaster. They've got the same helmet. It's a glittery silver stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, this one.
And it explains why she fails so badly in the movies too.
2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one X, Y, Z from this card, then target one monster your opponent controls. Inflict your damage to your opponent equal to the difference between its attack, original attack, and current attack. If you do, this card gains attack equal to the damage inflicted. It could be a nice FU if they've got an enhanced monster.
A Francis Urquhart.
Yep. And
Which
it's a level 5
do you think
with decent attack. Oh wait, if you use the Seal or a Calcos, your extra deck is useless.
Yes, it is. So, yeah, that just occurred to me.
Yeah. So
If
do
you're
we want to
using
take out the
Calcos
Seal?
Fine. We'll take out the goddamn Seal, a goddamn Aura, goddamn Calco, goddamn mouse.
Also, the seal
We'll
destroys
fight
every
people
monster
who
that's
have
been
the
currently
seals.
special summoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do
So,
know that
alright,
as well,
we've got
don't you?
space for one more card in the deck, as well as the extra deck.
We might as well just load up with a few more.
Brotherhood of Fire, Fist Tiger King.
Beast Warriors.
Sorry, something about Fist Timer King sounds hilarious to me.
It does.
Oh, there's a
I will
monster
fist
card
you,
that I can
but
put in
only
now
at
that
2
I
a.m.
quite like called Ape Fighter.
Oh my!
Have you ever used Ape Fighter?
Yeah, that's the one where it's got 2,000 attack and if you attack it close to the fence.
No, that's
Ape
Berserk Gorilla.
Combat.
Ah, so it is. Berserker.
Ape Fighter, as long as you attack with it every turn, its attack keeps going up.
Yes, and if you don't, it blows up. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, if you don't, it just shrinks to its original attack. But
Ah, okay. I always thought that Berserk
Just
Gorilla
like
looked a
Berserk
bit like the
Gorilla.
Phil Collins gorilla.
you know what I really like, but I don't want to put in this deck because it's a bitch to summon?
Lingerie?
Valkyria the Magnet Warrior.
Yes.
Which
Ape
monster,
Fighter.
out of all the monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh, do you think you best relate to?
So many to choose from.
Let's see.
For me, I think it's Chaos End Ruler.
What Yu-Gi-Oh do I most relate to? The Frustrated Celtic Guardian.
I'm so frustrated with people putting pictures of cats on Facebook. Urgh.
For me, I think it's Chaos End Ruler.
The sexually
Yeah.
frustrated Celtic Guardian.
I so want to rape something.
What about you, Seb?
Oh, there's so many cards. They're all good.
I wish I could put a Ronin Raccoon in my deck.
I like Stardust Dragon because it's very useful.
But we can't sync.
I bet for you, Seb, it's probably Hysteric Fairy.
Oh, Utopia. That's a good one.
Utopia. Hey, Derek Jacoby, what's your favourite XYZ monster? Utopia.
My favourite's Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon.
Tachyon Dragon.
Snowdust Giant. Water monsters, okay. Earth.
Oh, man.
Super Quantum Mech Beast Magnalajet. Cannot attack unless it has XYZ material. You can detach material on this card. Blah blah blah. If this card has Super Quantum Red Layer as XYZ material once per turn, you can attach one. It's a good card, but
I've just noticed that. I've just noticed a picture of you, Ollie. It looks like you've got two heads.
Have you seen his big head in the video?
No, he's probably not subscribed to your channel, to be honest.
No, I don't think I ever will be either. I have a certain degree of sanity.
Sam, have you seen it?
No.
What?
Was that Sam or Ian laughing? I couldn't tell at first.
I think it was Sam.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, okay, so what is it I'm supposed to have seen, Seb?
Search for...
Don't search for it.
Yeah, let me just tell you the name of the video. Where's my history? Search for Ollie J.
Okay.
Ollie J cosplays and then his head explodes.
Oh yes, I think I heard about that.
Okay, so watch that, Sam.
Oh, right, I'm not even... Okay, shall we... Is this good enough? I think this is good enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a deck I built, so it wouldn't be good enough for me, but I'm sure for you it'll be alright.
Okay. Alright, how do you,
Did you find it,
Custom.
Sam?
I haven't gone looking for it yet because I'm using my device to watch this.
Custom streaming deck. There we go. Alright, so, campaign. We're going through Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just the tutorial level, but if we play that as a normal duel, we're playing against Joe.
It'll at least get us, it will at least get us used to the deck.
I
I mean,
like
come on, we're an
Corona.
hour into this and we haven't even done anything.
Yeah. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh! Histories. The story of Yugi Moto begins at Domino High School. I'm saying Moto because that's what I'm used to. Where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage.
I like how this is presented like an actual historical documentary.
Yeah. Hey, Joey.
You know, maybe you should be doing some sort of friendly robot voice to indicate the narrator there.
Start the machine.
Hey, Joey. Ah, isn't it cute? Interesting.
Took us 43 minutes to make a deck.
I foresaw that coming. First.
But I thought Christmas was
Because you
about
don't
Jesus.
if you go first.
Who's gonna
course you
duel
don't.
first?
Oh Christ, yeah.
There's no advantage to going first anymore.
You're right.
Who's gonna duel first though? Is it gonna be Ollie, Seb, me, Sam, or Ian? Sam, you're gonna do it.
What?
I'll
Did you
go
just
first,
volunteer?
and then we'll see what happens.
Oh, I know what you can do, Ollie.
Go on.
Tricky. Use it to discard blue eyes, monster reborn blue eyes.
I was going to do that anyway.
And a normal summon Victoria. I
Alright,
like whispering, the machine can't hear us.
alright, I was going to do that anyway. But
Yeah.
I discard one card from my hand to summon the Tricky.
The Tricky!
Then I play Monster Reborn to revive the Blue Eyes White Dragon from my graveyard.
Pooey, well played.
How
I still have
pedestrian.
normal summon, so I'll say place one card face down and summon Victoria in attack mode.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh! Oh well. Aha! Down he goes. We weren't to know that was what was in defence.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
real monsters!
Summon a bunch of monsters in one turn.
I think you were supposed to say white lightning attack, Ollie.
Light whitening attack.
Ordeal the Traveller.
Ordeal of the Traveller. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. What's that card do?
It will automatically destroy any card it attacks.
Oh, so you can attack it.
Yeah. I think I'd better get rid of it, actually.
Why didn't you summon?
Because Wall of Illusion is better for when you're, you know, on the back foot.
I guess. Do you know what? You can end this in one turn by summoning Wall of Illusion. Oh wait, if you play Swords Revealing Light, then it reveals
see what the monster is.
what we're dealing with.
Oh.
Destroy that target. Okay, so if you do that, then you lose Blue Eyes. But you still win the game if you summon Wall of Illusion.
Well, if I destroy it with Blue Eyes, as well as summoning Wall of Illusion.
Yeah. Let's test out how dumb the AI is attacked. Yeah, destroy Blue Eyes. Because it wouldn't surprise me if it destroyed Blue Eyes and then you win. Whereas it could have lasted another turn otherwise.
Yeah. White lightning attack.
Oh,
Say it with a bit more feeling.
clever girl.
Okay, the AI is a little smarter than we gave it credit for.
The computers are learning, Ollie. Soon they'll start wearing pants.
Doesn't matter.
I'm afraid I can't let you play that card. I was trying to do a howl voice.
You don't have your card anymore, Seb. It's
Because
mine.
I have it now.
Open the pod bay doors.
Pot of Greed, let's find out what it does. Oh my
But
god.
agreed, does it do things? It's fine now.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll summon Sanguine, why not?
Pot of greed.
Fire found in presence of Seb.
Win.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What? I got that powerful, totally right thing out. Yes, it does. They've kept the 4 kids dialogue. The heart of the catalyst. Alright, let's do Kyber. We don't have Exodia to get us out of this. This might actually be a challenge.
The most powerful stars have a heart of Kyber.
Yeah, I'm wearing my clothes from season 2.
Am I going to play this one?
Big brother.
Ollie.
Yeah,
Shut
right.
up, Okaba.
Okay, alright. I'm playing this one. Alright.
By the way, hold circle if you don't want the constant prompts.
Okay.
Like if you've set a trap card and you don't want constant prompts if you want to activate it.
Who's dueling next?
Set. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, I do want to do
Heart of the cards, Seb. Heart of the cards.
Indeed.
Heart of the what now?
Bruce Forsyth's Heart of the Cards.
I'm sorry, I'm from ancient Egypt. We believe in realistic things, like a dog-headed person weighing your heart on a piece of outdated kitchen equipment.
Ollie, use the power of friendship!
Okay, how do I change spell phase?
Circle.
Man.
Obnoxious Celtic Guardian.
Okay, good call.
Oh, it's gonna be a carnival, alright.
It
I
might
know
be.
you could XYZ summon
Oh, I could have done, yeah.
Oh, well.
Quick! He's undressing him with his eyes!
Right. Oh, or not.
No, you still could if you use Monster Reborn to bring back one of the trickies.
Yeah. Will that be enough to destroy Blue Eyes? Tell me.
I don't think so. But like, I can't remember what the 2 level 5s were.
Oh no.
Kyber boy.
Ooh, Kyber boy. Are you gay? Bitch, I might be.
You took the hottest card in the game and you turned it into a 5-year-old girl. You have issues, man. That coming from a guy who flies around in a blue eyes? That's it, you are fucking dead.
Alright, that's not one.
No,
but I
it's
think
not
there's
one.
another one. I think there's another key guard looking. I think there was another. No, there wasn't. Damn.
But level 4s,
Yeah.
oh, well,
2 level 4s, you could Monster Reborn one and summon 8 fighter.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, that's 8 fights doing it.
Nothing that's useful at the moment. You need
Got
3
any
level
pops?
4s.
What's that magic mushroom?
Okie dokie, picking up okay.
I still find it horrifying that Pauline was based off a real person.
Good morning, job seekers.
That could be a good stall card.
I still love the whole episode where, you know, the last episode of season 1 where they act, you know, when they get her fired.
Here.
Use of abusive and threatening language. Abusive? Threatening? Pulls out a tape recorder. You work shy set of bastards. What's the fucking point in you people coming to work here every day? Stand up straight, you born idle lazy cunt.
Oh,
What was that for?
wait a minute.
That was for your raising the self-esteem for the
Oh,
unemployed.
warrior types.
And that she doesn't get it and she still comes into work the next
Beast.
week or something.
Oh,
Damn. You had 2 obnoxious Celtic Guardians.
Ooh.
wait a minute.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you're talking to? Well, last I heard, a 50-year-old psychotic lesbian. How dare you? I'm 48.
That's my best shot, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Have you ever seen Psychoville?
yeah,
I've seen both seasons of
I think you might have to
Psychoville.
just
Ollie
hold
hasn't
on
seen
for a bit.
Ollie hasn't seen season 2 yet, so no spoilers of season 2.
Okay.
Though I did tell, all I've told him so far is that season 2 is a completely different
Oh,
creature
yeah.
from season
at
1.
least protect your life points from Blue Eyes. It won't, however, protect you from battle logs, so get rid of it.
Yeah, that's the plan. Attack!
Kenobi.
Hopefully he hasn't got another battle off.
Next turn he summons Battle Ops.
Surprisingly not. Really. But where's all the Rangekis and stuff?
They're in there. Just gotta hold
Be
out.
helpful. Oh. Okay, that's not helpful.
It might be soon.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch.
There's
Is
no
Ollie
point
losing?
also-
Hey,
Yeah,
Ollie,
it's-
are you losing a
Just
card
wanna
game?
get my turn.
Have you lost yet?
Technically no, Sam. Seb is playing.
Hey Seb, did you lose yet?
Oh.
Because you usually lose.
Stick.
You
It
pernicious nit.
doesn't destroy it though. You can switch it back to defense mode.
God damn it, I am. Wait.
Bastard.
I've got no choice but to stall for. Oh!
Don't
No,
worry, he can't
you
destroy it.
can't. Hitotsumi Giant one more time.
There There we go. And
Beat
now,
it, bitch!
and now his Blue Eyes is in his graveyard, sir.
Yes, it is. Not for much longer, though.
How
Okay.
pedestrian.
And 8 fighter, I would recommend.
8 fighter.
Also, you may as well switch Celtic Guardian.
Yeah. Returning to attack position.
Oh, you bitch!
Realize anymore.
And that
Because it's
it doesn't matter. He's on the defensive.
Yeah, I've got him on the back burner now. My, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, you might as well summon one.
The glove is on the other foot now.
Let's see what you got in your extra deck.
Oh, boy, yeah.
What can you special summon?
2.
For these pointy
Yeah, 2/5. You could summon Gem Knight Pearl.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it yet. Watch this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do more damage first. Oh.
Well, it's still
Yeah,
it's still a wall
it's-
between him and your life.
It's a good deterrent at the very least.
Yeah.
And main phase 2, there'll be an even bigger one.
Right, what are you going? Oh, Shark Drake. I remember Shark Drake being really good. When this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster, but you need all 3 of your level 4s.
Well, may as well.
Right, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach a card to have this monster be stronger. And it's already pretty damn strong. Alright,
Yes.
you can get rid of his shadow spell or his face down.
Well, I think that his face down's an unquantifiable, so... And I can win the duel without Blue Eyes.
It was gifted a mystical elf, it wouldn't have helped him.
I had no way of knowing. It could have been Mirror Force 9 Miler.
He doesn't have, Kyber doesn't have Mirror Force.
You thought Kyber had Mirror
And now
Force?
he's going to last another turn.
On 100 life points, that is a very...
Worst case scenario, Seb, that could have been a negate attack.
Well, yeah. So
Either way, he would have lasted one more turn.
destroy that monster with... Oh! You could also have brought back Blue Eyes with that. Let's see. Oh, why not?
Yeah. Oh, Ubisoft.
Oh, Ubisoft.
Attack!
Who's dueling next?
Right, well, who wants to tell me what to do next?
Basically.
No, you just negated the attack, you idiot.
What?
Now you've got to.
How do I go back?
You can't at this stage. No.
No! You said it was good though!
I didn't say
Not that
activate
good.
the effect.
Wow, Seb's terrible.
Seb.
Are you blaming the card? Are you blaming the card?
And now he's used
blaming
that
the-
effect against you.
He said, oh, but it's good. Play it, it's good.
I didn't say that, I said why not. And I didn't say why not summon Utopia, I meant why not summon a monster. And even if you'd summoned it, you didn't
Oh,
have to
well, I
activate the
can't
effect.
activate Shark Drake, can I?
No. That's
Oh.
only when you destroy a monster.
He summoned. You see what you've done now, Seb? You've let him summon Robin Williams.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to rock DJ.
Nanu, Nanu.
Do I?
He said Robin
Let's see.
Williams, not Robbie Williams, you
Special summon the
twit.
destroyed monster to
Nanu,
your...
Nanu.
Oh, you can special summon.
Yeah.
Oh, Nanu, Nanu.
Just... Yeah, it doesn't matter which.
Hey,
Now I'm a doctor who cures cancer with laughs and a
In
big wet
attack
nose.
mode,
Nanu,
but
Nanu.
you can attack again.
yes, so, in other words, I can just...
Yeah.
Hello, my
Told you Shark
dear.
Break was good.
Yeah.
It was Utopia's effect you activated.
Oh, sir, I saw it. Some angry member of the kitchen staff. Did you not tip
I like
them?
his little book.
It appears their run that way was a run by fruiting. I'll get them for you, sir.
Trolley by
Who's do-
fruiting.
Who's dueling Weevil then?
Well, I'll be holding the controller.
Is it me, Sam, or Ian? Is Ian still here?
What
I
cheeks.
like the part when he is Grievous and Butthead.
Is it me, Sam, or Ian? Who is it?
Well, due to my lag, I kind of think I should take a rain check.
Okay, fair enough. So Jack.
And I don't have a clue.
Alright, Jack, you might as well then.
I think he's going bold, but I don't think he is.
Right. First or second to go, Jack?
Did it matter?
You're the one dueling, you tell me.
Go first. I don't care.
Right. The cards in my hand are Ape Fighter, Summon Monk, Obnoxious Celtic Guardian, Obelisk the Tormentor, and Zolga.
It's tricky seeing as I'm a few minutes behind you. A few seconds behind you, rather.
Seconds behind.
Okay. Summon a monk in attack mode. I seem to recall that being a good way to good starting point.
Yeah. Alright. Once per turn, you can discard one spell card, special summon one level 4 monster from your deck, but I cannot attack this turn. Okay. We now face up defense monster. I don't have... Oh, sorry, you didn't say end, but there was nothing else that could be done, so I assumed.
Yeah, I was about to anyway. You might say I'm testing my opponent first.
He used Pot of Creed, but what did it do?
We'll never know.
Graceful. I summon Graceful Charity in attack mode.
Right, Summon a Monk's been destroyed, but you've just drawn Spell Absorption.
Okay. Play Spell Absorption and summon the emotionally stunted Celtic Guardian.
Attack or defense mode?
Defense.
Bearing in mind that his monster can destroy it either way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
It's Howling Insect.
Howling Insect. How much attack is it on?
It's boosted to 1700 with
Oh, I
laser
thought it was
cannon
higher.
armor.
Okay.
There is a card
summon-
you have that can beat it.
Yeah, I know.
Ape
Summon
Fighter
that.
will do it, can't it?
Yeah. Jack? What do you want to do?
What? Is Ape Fighter a better option? I don't know Ape Fighter that well.
1900 attack, and it boosts its attack with every attack it makes. Well, every monster it destroys.
Well, can it destroy a monster?
Yeah, 1700 Howling Insect.
Okay, summon that then. He'll be summoning another monster with Howling Insect, which will then be able to destroy that, so Ape Fighter's attack will go up higher, so summon that.
It fuels Ape Fighter.
Alright, Ape Fighter is on the field. Jack, declare... I need you to declare a move.
Okay, attack.
Oh, he's activated a Wabaku.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Well, he would have lost a very small number of life points anyway, so...
Do I end?
Yeah.
You still got the boost, the point boost. Alright, he summoned a monster in defense mode, and you drew the Tricky. What do you want to do?
Now, if I'm right, that defense monster is probably a man-eater bug. So... what's it called? What's the monster with 1,700 called? I can't see very well with the screen.
Howling Insect.
No, the one in your hand.
Zolga.
Zolga. Okay. Summon the emotionally frustrated Celtic Guardian in attack mode. Summon the Tricky by discarding Zolga.
Alright.
Zolga.
I can't see attack points very well. Confiding Ape attack Howling Insect and destroy it. Okay,
Although,
do that.
I will just mention, you do have the ability to XYZ summon. You could summon Gem Knight Pearl or Utopia. You have the ability to do that if you want to.
I don't want to try and repeat the same mistake Seb made. So for the time being,
I won.
For the time being, attack Howling Insect with Fighter Ape.
Attack Howling Insect with 8 Fighter.
8 Fighter.
Oak.
And his points are boosted now to 8.
Since I'm getting that mistake wrong, I'm going to call Fighter Ape Jeremy Clarkson from now on.
Alright. And his points have boosted to 2400.
Right.
Wait a minute, does that mean that the Tricky is Richard Hammond?
Okay, attack the beetle he just summoned with Fighter Ape. Raise his attack even further.
You've already attacked with it.
Alright, what's the attack of the beetle thing?
2200 in defense. We can't destroy it.
Hercules beetle.
Alright, attack the defense position monster with the Tricky.
Attack his face down monster with the Tricky. Oh, it was a cocoon of evolution. There's nothing we can do. Should I end?
Yeah, and
Evil's the evilest underwood since Kevin Spacey.
And obnoxious Celtic Guardian is dead.
Killed by bandits.
Oh, but you've drawn a Mirror Force.
I'd rather hoped he'd last a bit longer, but then again, we now have a monster in attack mode, so we can now do some damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Play Mirror Force face down.
Of course.
Attack the beetle with a Fighter Ape. Attack defense with the Tricky.
And Fighter Ape gains attack points to 2700.
You see the method behind my madness.
Sorry?
You see the method behind my madness.
Yeah.
It's not really madness, though. It's more.
Don't let Ape Fighter go a turn without attacking.
Just go around killing people in the name of your crazy.
I don't have an Ocelot God, Sam.
Really?
Right.
You drew blue eyes.
We could tribute 2 of them to summon Blue Eyes, but Ape Fighter, when he destroys one of those monsters, will be as powerful as Blue Eyes anyway.
This is just
I know,
a
so
tribute.
it's pointless, I don't. Just attack Cocoon of Evolution with Jeremy Clarkson, and attack that defense monster with the Complicated.
Very well.
Doesn't the Tricky look like he could be in not Kingsman, looks like he could be in Watchmen.
It was a something insect and he drew a card. Resonance insect. And will that end your turn?
Yep.
Look at so.
So, Ape Fighter is now sitting pretty with 3000 attack points. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, you're going to be happy right now, Jack. You've just drawn an Ancient Rules card. You could special summon Blue Eyes directly from your hand and it wouldn't even count as your normal summon.
I mean, you could use Obelisk if you wanted.
You could summon Obelisk, but at this point you shouldn't, I don't think.
No.
Right,
Ancient Rules, summon Blue Eyes.
Special summon Blue Eyes, did you say?
Yeah, special summon Blue Eyes.
Special summon the
Attack
goddamn
defense
blue eyes.
monster with the difficult to understand.
Oh, and your spell absorption Oh, the spell absorption put the life points back up to 8,000.
Of course it did. That was the plan all along.
Yeah. So sorry, what am I attacking the face down with?
You're attacking it with the tricky.
Oh. But 8 fighters attack returns to original if you don't destroy a monster.
No, if it doesn't attack.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I see.
So we can destroying face down monster with the tricky, and attack directly with the other two. I take it.
Absolutely. And then at the end, and then in main phase 2, sacrifice all 3 to summon Obelisk.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Could be worse. Want at least summon that. Want to summon that at least once. He hasn't got that much life points anyway.
Sacrifice all 3 of his monsters to summon Obelisk the Tormentor.
Ah, ha ha.
That's our signature beat stick.
Yeah.
I want the prestige of being the first one who summoned him while we were doing this.
The prestige.
Yeah.
Ollie, what do you think of a prestige?
We have. Alright, okay. All you can really do this turn is destroy his monster with the obelisk. We've drawn a tricky. But next turn, we should be able to summon it. So should I just destroy his face down and end the turn?
Yep.
Obelisk, the Tormentor.
Torments.
Alright. Alright. Okay, we've drawn an Ancient Rules. I could special summon the Tricky by discarding it. That's basically the only summoning move you've got.
What are the odds that we're going to do a monster we can summon with Ancient Rules? Sorry? What are the odds we're going to summon? We're going to draw something that can be summoned with Ancient Rules?
Well, practically zero, because if the Tricky can destroy whatever he's got face down, which I'm assuming it can, that's the end of the game.
Obelisk can destroy what's face down, because he's only got 30 life points.
Well, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, Seb, to do that.
Yeah.
I'm all in favour of dramatic irony, but I'm also a believer in ending duels sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Yep.
Attack with Obelisk, and the duel with the Tricky.
Well, either would have worked. Alright, and we win.
Of course we win, I was dueling.
I like Tricky.
Yeah, looks like it's back to me then. Against my Valentine.
Yours? Why yours?
That's her name.
Against your what?
Valentine.
What time is it, Seb?
It's 8.
Right, I'm gonna go second because there is no advantage to going first. How long have you got?
Yeah, I've got about a couple of hours. About a couple of hours.
My Valentine. My breath's no kung fu.
And she's evidently got a pretty good starting head.
That is a good for game.
Hey, hi, ho, fam. I smell the blood of an English man. Oh dear.
Good pie.
Oh.
Is it working, Bruno?
You know, I'm thinking of my Valentine being stranded on a boat with a harpy's pet dragon, and calling it Life of Mai.
Then discard Blue Eyes, summon Tricky, Monster Reborn.
We don't have the Tricky.
I like Life
You will
of Mai.
when Witch the Black Forest gets destroyed in the next turn.
Oh, right, yeah.
As well.
Are we ending that?
Deb, stop helping him, it's not your time to duel yet.
Well, just so you can use it as a quick playing.
Alright, yeah, you can, yeah.
Besides, Ollie wants to win. He wants to win, so he doesn't want your advice.
You don't want your monkey ass advice.
Monkey.
We need your advice like we need your advice like we need Dan Hibiki to teach us kung fu.
Oh, come on, leave Sakura alone. She was in a good school before she met Dan Hibiki.
I wasn't saying anything against. I wasn't saying anything against you.
What percentage
She
of
was in
people are
rival
kung fu
schools.
fighting?
And besides which, Ollie's been fighting Dan Hibiki in his armies of rejects for years.
Alright.
Although I did like the new comic from the Darkstalker Street Fighter thing where they've got a parody page where he's using Anna Carey's The Mummy's bandages to dry his ass. Now I have seen it, it must be canon. Yeah, we used Dan Hibiki as an insult for years.
I know.
Against Ollie mainly. Every time he lost a game, it was always, "What's wrong, Ollie? You're losing to the armies of Dan Hibiki."
You know,
And then he
another
just
joke
grabbed
Down to Beaky get armies.
I don't know, but it was hilarious just for you to go like, "I am not losing to goddamn Hibiki."
Goddamn.
You know
Do you know
another
what I
joke
haven't
that gets
watched
used far
that
too
I hear
often?
mixed reviews of?
What?
Bright.
I hear less mixed reviews of it.
Well, good and terrible, basically.
Blue Eyes, Canadian
It
Dragon,
looks like it
go.
could be intriguing if it's actually been
destroy
done
all your
well,
cards,
but I
eh?
hear it's not been done well.
Well, it was a trap. What was it?
It's a trap.
Pistol party. Right. Okay. Well, why not? I am so disgruntled. Well, I know it can kill that.
Are you sure you don't want to do it? Are you sure you don't want to do it? That annoys me.
Alright.
Oh, Ollie, are you sure you don't want to play it?
I'm gonna punch you.
You punch the
Do
game.
it. Punch Seb. Punch him.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, Ollie, but if you punch Seb, you'll get no disrespect from anyone present.
Hey Jack, what's cooler than being cool?
Me. Being me.
No,
Pop-Tarts.
ice cold.
I would have gone with Pop Tarts.
Yes. Is Ian still watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Did you get references
then-
just made?
They had 3 turns to win, but then he pulled out swords of revealing light. Ooh.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Oh god, we're doomed.
You're gonna get the... Oh, Mike told me a funny story yesterday.
What a funny story, Mark.
What a story, Mark.
I did not
Who's seen
hit
the
her. I
Zephyr
swear
Ashes?
in bullshit, I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh,
Oh,
hi,
hi,
Mark.
Mark.
I still love that thing where they've edited the video so he throws down the water bottle and then it goes off screen and hits Callisto in the face.
I'm sick of being asked to activate that card.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Can't blame you.
Don't activate it then.
Oh, hi, Danny.
She's not surviving this match, this turn.
I can't tell you, it's confidential.
Anyway, how's your sex life? Also, why were they wearing suits to go throw a football around?
Because apparently, according to Tommy Wiseau, it's a good. It's no. It's fun to wear tuxedos when playing football.
I still stick with the notion that that old woman is not actually meant to be in the film. She's just visiting her daughter and is confused by everything that's going on.
It's not
Who are those
right.
characters? Who are those characters?
Oh,
I
hi,
have the
Paulette.
results for test back, and I've definitely got breast cancer.
Apparently there's a reason the acting was so bad, and that's because everyone involved was so sure that the film would never be seen.
They never bothered.
Yeah, that they didn't bother trying to act.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Yep, that one.
You're
Yep.
the chicken. Chip, 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 chip.
I'm fed up with this world.
I still think it's funny when he
In a
dies.
few
And she's
minutes,
like, and then I think it's funny when he dies, and then suddenly they're just like, we can now be together, and it's like, oh yeah, let's just have sex on his corpse right now. It's what he would have wanted. Or when he invites them out for he invites them out for ha. I've never had ha before. I wonder how ha tastes. Let's go out and eat ha.
She loves you as a person, as a human being.
Also, do you think that entire that flower shop scene was rushed?
Yeah.
It was.
Ding dong!
But
Oh,
there's
I've
an
got 5
actual
seconds to be in here.
story
Hello,
behind that.
hello there, doggy. Thank you. Bye.
Apparently, he actually paid.
They asked him-
He actually said that he'd buy the flowers as long as he, got to use it in the movie and everyone else could take part. So the woman who says, "Hi, Johnny, I didn't know it was you," was the actual person who owned the shop. Also, he didn't notice the dog until towards the end of filming that scene, and that's why it looked so impromptu, because he just noticed the dog when he said, "Oh, hi, doggy." And
Well, not
apparently
really.
afterwards he asked the woman if it was a real dog or not. That's too...
She's like, yeah, it's. She was like, it's like, oh, that's a dog, and it's like, I hope he doesn't bite me, my God. And the woman's like, well, he's kind of
Yes.
old, and he doesn't bite. He goes, ah, is it real? What? Is it real? Yes, it's real. Oh, ha ha ha. You look good today. You're like Spartacus.
Its effect will send it back to the hand.
I listened to the whole audio tape a few weeks ago.
I find it interesting that I've just played a duel on Dev Pro and against the AI, and I've just managed to win a duel while you're still playing.
Yes.
Yeah, usually card games go a little slower than this. We may need to tell Ollie to slow down a little.
Oh,
Oh,
it doesn't
no.
matter because he's activated it.
Doesn't make a bit of difference.
Dead days gone. Remember?
If more people loved each other, the world would be a better place.
You lie.
He's in. Oh, you.
Ah! You pernicious nit. You utter wanker.
You can
Switch language.
Oh.
No, there isn't another one. It went to his hand.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ah, Megazowl.
Apparently, Tommy Wiseau wanted Johnny to be a vampire.
Why?
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna cost life
Why
points,
not?
what I'm gonna do.
Because he's Tommy Wiseau. And he wanted the car to fly off the roof. A flying car.
Always attacked.
What are you doing? Ah.
The actor in that movie was the guy who played Chris R.
Yeah, he was played by Zac Efron in the
Disaster artist.
yeah. Now I'm gonna go for the strong one. No, I had another plan originally, but I realised I couldn't do it halfway through, so I changed the plan.
Oh,
Okay, the worm is on the other foot now.
and it also takes
Don't you mean the worm is under the other foot now?
Who puts worms on their feet?
The worm has turned.
Why would the worm turn though? You know, surely we were friends with the worm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, what's this, Ollie?
Oh, yeah, you can still do it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my word.
Overkill.
Dark magician.
Oh. Why did I just do that in a Robin Williams voice? Dark magician. Oh.
Oh, dark magician. Blow up, dark magic attack.
Oh,
Here comes Blue Eyes.
Mic drop.
Alright. Bakora.
I know you're used to loosey-goosey, but
It's
I
my
run a
turn
much
to do.
tighter ship.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, isn't the only real evil thing in this entire show?
Do you want to play rock, paper, or scissors?
I thought we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I thought that's a good point. Paper.
Jack,
You're
you're
gonna-
the one dueling.
Yeah.
Search them for paper and bring me a rock.
Well, looks like you're going second. No, you're going first.
Oh, good.
How do you
Wait a
feel
minute, I
about
thought first
the
was the
only
worst.
5 cards rule?
Right. You've drawn a Pot of Greed, you've drawn a Wall of Illusion, Ape Fighter, the Tricky, and Obnoxious Celtic Guardian.
I see.
Gotta be part of green, hasn't it?
I would recommend starting with Pot of Greed.
Well, of course we're starting with Pot of Greed.
You've drawn another Obnoxious Celtic Guardian and a Mirror Force.
Alright. Mirror Force face down.
Naturally.
That was old magic.
Let me see Wall of Illusion.
Wall of Illusion. 1000 attack, 1850 defense. If this card is attacked by a monster, return that monster to the hand.
Wall of Illusion in defense mode, please.
Alright, draw him out to attack you first, okay? Will that be all?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Then you're going to go on offensive with the Tricky and 8 fights the next turn.
We'll see. I know this
No,
turn
he
he
stole
can't
it and
activate.
tributed it. For the Earl of
I
Demise.
know this.
Hello, my name's
can't-
Earl.
I could Mirror Force it.
Yes, do that. I know my hand's safe because he can't use the effect of Morphing Jar this turn.
Hello, I'm Earl.
I
He's like
activate
two
Mirror
cards face
Force!
I never really saw my name is Earl.
Alright, you've drawn a Zolga, what do you want to do?
What could those face down cards be?
Well, one of them is a coffin seller.
Though it would seem.
That's not a euphemism.
Oh, that's- Oh, that's not good. Can't summon the Tricky without taking life points.
It all depends on whether you think that's worth it.
Yeah.
You'll do more damage to
Offensive
him,
Celtic
sure.
Guardian in defense mode.
Obnoxious Celtic Guardian in defense mode.
Yes, but I said offensive. I was doing a bit of wordplay, or attempting at least.
Right.
Discard the other obnoxious Celtic Guard to summon the Tricky and attack directly, assuming
Are
he
you
doesn't
sure you
activate
don't
that.
want to summon Ape Fighter in attack mode?
Does he have a monster on the field?
Well,
No.
but
But-
it's stronger.
Yeah, it's stronger even with a base attack points.
That face down card, I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to summon something I can potentially afford to lose.
Okay. And sacrifice
Have
the
to
other
be
one to
careful
summon
with
the tricky.
Bakura. Any face down monster he plays could either be a morphing jar or a bloody man-eater bug.
But it's early in
remember when
the series.
I remember when I watched you guys do a stream of this and you were playing against Bakura, and I phoned you up straightly afterwards and I said to you, I knew it was a man-eater bug, how did you not know?
Was it me who thought it was a man-eater bug?
Yes, it was you who
Because I
fell
seem
into
to
that
remember
trap.
saying, I have a bad feeling it's a man-eater bug, and then Ollie saying it was really unlikely. And then it turned out to be man-eater bug.
I wanted that Celtic Guard in defense mode, Ollie.
I thought you said... well, then you said offense mode.
Yes, I know, I was doing a wordplay. Offensive Celtic Guardian.
Oh, right.
See.
I've
Sorry
got to attack
about
with
that.
it now.
Well, he's got 1,400 less life points now.
Yeah, than he otherwise would have. And the chances of him summoning a monster with attack power high enough for the for the effect of Obnoxious Celtic Guardian to be useful are slim.
The chances of any card...
So should I end the turn?
Yeah, please.
The chances of any life coming from Mars is 1,000,000 to 1.
He's set a monster. And you have drawn Victoria.
I've drawn what?
You've drawn Victoria. Once per turn, you can target one dragon-type monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon it to your side of the field.
Bakura doesn't have any dragons, does he?
No.
No, but it's a strong monster.
1800. It's...
Summon Fighter 8.
And destroy his face down, I take it.
Yes, please.
Oh, just desserts.
Oh.
That's what
That
was.
could be worse.
Now, should I take out his face down with the Fighter Ape?
Will he gain attack points?
He will.
Yes.
It was Electric Lizard.
They'll always be together in electric lizards.
A non-zombie type monster attacking Electric Lizard cannot attack on its following turn. Damn it.
Oh, lost it then.
No, attack with the others.
Yes, attack with the others.
It doesn't matter.
If he
He's dead
can't
on
attack
the
next turn, does that mean
anyway.
he's gonna die?
Sorry?
If he can't attack next turn, does that mean he's gonna die?
No, he's just going to lose the extra attack points.
Oh.
It's annoying, but it's not too bad. Right,
Well,
okay, you
that's
set a
good
monster
anyway.
face down. What do you want to do?
I'd summon another monster in case it's man-eater bug.
It doesn't matter. He's dead on this turn, whatever you do.
Summon something.
Yeah,
The
What's
strongest
the-
monster in your hand is Victoria.
I think you'll find it's probably something I could exceed summon, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see the
you'll
extra
have-
deck.
What's in the extra deck? Well, as it stands, you could special summon Gem Knight Pearl or number 39 Utopia. But
Go
in the
with
extra,
Utopia.
But if you wait to have 3, hold on.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna die this turn. Let's get rid of Fighter 8 because he's not gonna be useful this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
And Obnoxious
And-
Celtic Guardian to summon. Do you not want to normal summon something from your hand first?
Yeah, summon Vault, summon Obnoxious Celtic Guard and summon Utopia.
Oh, or you could summon Shark Drake. With all 3
Nah,
of them.
Utopia will do.
Shark Drake versus Shark Josh.
And get rid of Ape Fighter because he's not useful, and one of the Guardians, I take it.
Yep.
Didn't the guy who played Josh lose a lot of weight or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being a thing. I never really watched that show.
Okay, attack the defense with the complicated, and don't activate Utopia's effect, please.
What's that you say? Activate Utopia? Alright, which monster do you want to finish him off? He's dead either way.
Who do you want me to have the honour?
Attack with Utopia. Welcome to the Utopia of the afterlife. Not
You know in
very
the original Japanese show there isn't a Shadow Realm?
I know.
Like that's just what 4Kids made up to cover when people die.
Do you know what I saw, Ollie, that looked absolutely terrible on Now TV?
What?
Young Sheldon.
Huh.
Why?
Alright.
Why does this exist?
God, it's pain.
Panic.
That was
Pain and
just-
panic.
Can I have the
Oh, is
drink?
now the time to panic?
I don't know, Kenny.
I am your
Your giant
guest, so
breasts
you
were
should
no
have
match
offered
for
me a
my
drink, but
massive
oh well,
chin.
I am taking one anyway.
Well, if you're gonna be like that, no, you can't. no, it's
So-
fine. I've only got like Diet Panther there, but
Yeah, that's but more than good enough for me.
right. There's cups right by the bottle.
I noticed, thank you.
Make sure to recycle.
To the extreme!
Professor, would you say now is the time to panic? Yes, I would.
Yes, it is, Ken.
Yes, I would. Would you say now is the time for people to crack each other's heads open and
Feast on the goo inside. Yes, I would.
Yes, I would, Ken.
Has everyone here seen Dark Side of the Moon? Not what's Dark Side of Dimensions.
No.
I've not seen it, but I'm not particularly interested by it. I don't like their summons system that came into play.
Yeah, it doesn't really have much consequence on the plot, does it? But
No.
what do you make of the very ending of it, Ollie? I'm not sure whether I'm happy they did it or not, but I guess it's to be expected.
we can. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna summon Soldier.
Would you agree that the original Yu-Gi-Oh has a satisfying ending?
Oh. I would, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan Green finally getting to go to the afterlife.
By the way, Jack, I was reading an article where they figured out a system using computers to find out which James Bond is the most attractive.
Just remember to be careful of those flamethrowers, Ollie.
What? Oh yeah, because it's panic. But anyway, Jack, do you know who was the least attractive, according to the computer? Can you hear me?
I don't know, I think he may have disappeared.
Sounds like he did. Was I asking you
Maybe.
what the computer thought was sexy? Do you remember when we did What Is This, Sam, on the really big podcast?
I remember because we kept doing the Russian voice of what is this?
Yeah. Some of the random pictures.
I also remember the Mr. T pictures constantly, and the fact that you screwed up the system at one point, the point system. So at one point it seemed like Ollie had won until we actually did some math and found I'd won. So then me and Ollie did a yes/no Daniel Bryan moment.
Yeah.
Bastard. Bastard.
You've got 3 Monster Reborns.
The what? But look at my life point counts then.
Yeah. Over 9,000!
You ain't the only one with a mirror force, bitch.
You mirrored the mirror force. Mirror, mirror.
I'm gonna get rid of his face now. I don't know what it is.
By the way, Sam, you might find this amusing.
Yeah.
Right. We went to see this sort of tribute band last year called Elvana, which is Nirvana, but the frontman is Elvis.
Okay.
It's surprisingly good.
I hope you people are aware that
is more dangerous.
Amazingly, that's the only song he didn't do. He did loads, and it was surprisingly good. Also, he finished with The Man Who Sold the World, so he covered Nirvana covering a David Bowie song as Elvis.
Nice.
Just think about that for a second.
No, I will not.
I will,
More
so...
damage if I attack with 2 7.
Oh no.
Dick.
At least you didn't waste your XYZ song.
Yeah.
What do you think of the fact that there's a Mamma Mia 2 coming out?
I'm
I
trying
don't
not to think about it.
Of all the
I
movie
think society has
sequels,
failed.
I'm gonna wait until I know I need it.
but they're bringing back Pierce Brosnan for it. Think about that for a second.
We don't.
I liked him in James Bond.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
Not especially. I'm only prepared to say that I like Pierce Brosnan in James Bond.
Remember that video of Mrs. Doubtfire where it was done as the trailer was done as a horror movie?
Is Pierce Brosnan good at playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Don't know.
Because he does piercing damage.
That's a terrible joke, Seb.
You know what? I'm gonna ride this out.
Oh, you're gonna wait till he fills the field a bit, then use.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
No, but I'm not gonna.
It's almost as terrible. That joke is almost as terrible as On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Ah, so it's a very good joke. A really good joke, like one of the best jokes ever made. Is that right?
I believe you're beginning to misunderstand sarcasm, Seb.
But it's a good movie.
But it isn't. That's the
It
thing.
is. The
It
ending,
isn't.
though. The callbacks to the previous movies, the ending,
Yes, the
new
ending was
characters.
good. We were glad
Telly
to see it
Savalas. Telly Savalas, Jack.
Seb, I will admit the ending is good because we were all glad to see it end.
But the shock! The shock at the end. Like, wow. And then it gets resolved in Diamonds Are Forever in the first 5 minutes. With no other
Well, it
reference.
didn't.
Huh?
Well, it didn't because he came back.
Well, yeah, but he satisfied his need for revenge in like the first 5 minutes. Then it turned out that he came back later, but he wasn't thinking about that anymore. He was thinking about, diamonds and, and Felicity Case or whatever her name was.
So?
He stopped thinking about his dead wife and he was thinking about diamonds in space and robbing moon landings and...
Secret
Okay,
agents
I
aren't
admit I like
supposed
the
to...
movie.
Special agents aren't supposed to have wives. It gives them
Yeah.
something to lose.
I know, but that's what makes it amazing and it's like...
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It makes it
like,
totally contrary to the way 007 is supposed to be.
It's what he secretly wants, like normality and...
What
like,
he wants is of no consequence. He's an agent.
which he learns later on, but... it's...
This is going nowhere fast.
Oh no, it's going somewhere. It's going straight into an amusing argument.
No, it's going into the It's going into the pitch black hole that is Seb's mind.
No, the thing is, you're reacting to it, so it's making it funnier.
Well, in a minute, I'm going to build up to it. But Sam, you liked the bit I was talking about Diamonds Are Forever, where the two bad guys take pictures of a dead woman and send them to children.
I'm going to stop you there.
What?
I haven't watched James Bond movies.
But I'll explain, you'll like this. There's two characters in Diamonds Are Forever.
I feel like Jack's blood pressure is about to go up.
But Jack might find this scene amusing. It's got nothing to do with On Her Majesty's Secret Service, so you should like it.
Okay.
I don't hate On Her Majesty's Secret Service, I just disagree with your opinion that it's the best Bond film, because it isn't.
I never said it was the best, I said it was one of them.
It's not any of them.
Well, he's not a very good character anyway.
So, it's your turn.
Exactly.
Do you want to dual Kyber, or would you rather I do it?
I'll dual Kyber. I can debate Bond and dual Kyber at the same time.
Ooh. Is Seb trying to regain some of his, what little reputation he has left?
But I won the last duel!
I know, but in such a difficult fashion.
Nobody cares,
Just wait till Seb's dying and he's going, I just want everyone to know that I totally won that duel.
I'm gonna have to talk quietly now, my dad's in bed.
Haven't we changed James Bond's name to something more fitting, like Gary Stew?
Exactly.
Can't disagree with JB.
Of course you can.
Speaking of, Jerry
He's a poorly written character.
Look at Kingsman.
Ollie.
Yeah?
Jeremy Borash has just been hired by WWE.
I heard.
As has Rockstar Spud.
Oh god, of all people.
He's the general manager of 205 Live.
No, not point yet.
Rockstar Spud is the general manager of 205 Live.
I think they've changed his name as well to something Maverick or something on... he's the general manager of 205 Live.
Right.
Why do I get the feeling Ollie's about to explode?
Nah, he's looked like that for years. Did you just mutter something under your breath at me, Ollie?
No.
Yeah, he musters, I hate you. I hate every minute of being around you. You give me AIDS just looking at you.
Sangan.
I want to murder you. I want to murder you in your sleep.
Yeah, just in case.
I dream about killing you.
What a kill!
For me, the words I keep muttering when I'm around Seb are the words, if I cut open your head, will I see candy floss?
Jack, C-3PO was the main villain in Star Wars.
This is precisely the point I'm trying to bring about.
Oh god.
He was manipulating everybody from the very beginning. Oh, you. Magnificent bastard, you.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Good move.
Stick Seb and Jack in a room together and they'll just kill each other.
No, I would kill Seb. There is a difference.
You say that.
Ah, Victoria.
You could right Jackie it, but you still couldn't attack.
Yeah, exactly. It's moot point. May as well wait for him to summon more. Yeah. Oh my. Oh. What fresh hell is this? No.
Yes.
No.
That was
Yes.
ridiculous. I should set that now.
I know you are, but what am I?
If you tribute Zombie, you'll get 2,000 likes.
Yeah, that's why I just get it on the themes, replace my fallen lives. Jack has a much higher opinion of Roger Moore movies than I do. I do like
I've got a higher opinion of Roger Moore films than anyone.
To be fair, they're perfectly valid movies to enjoy.
I'm probably the only person who actually considers his wit to be worth anything as far as Bond films goes.
Oh, I think it is. Oh.
Stop it!
Oh, trust me, I am.
No, I was talking to him.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
telling me to stop the monster attacking.
No, it's just, he plays me and he goes, stop it!
So what happens to mini-guts? Do I keep it with 0?
Well, your life points are back up to max. So.
Oh good, it's back to 2,500.
But you've got another Swords of Revealing Light on the... Oh wait, no, you're dueling Yuki, not Kaiba.
Do you know, I've only ever read the Harry Potter books, I've never watched the movies. My favourite characters are Snape and Hermione.
I remember at one point they made a Christian, a heavy Christian version of Harry Potter, and I read just the first few pages to Liz, and Liz actually kept screaming at me to just stop it right now, stop playing it, stop reading that horrible thing. I don't want to listen to it anymore. I don't think she liked the fact that Hagrid was I don't think she liked the fact that the main villain was Obama.
Wasn't it basically the Ned Flanders version of Harry Potter where they all go to hell practicing witchcraft?
Well,
no,
kind of.
Reverend
Basically,
Dumbledore
it was...
and Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracle.
Oh, of course it was.
Oh, and also for some reason Hagrid is Texan.
I think that's brilliant, actually.
Oh, and
That's
also,
the one in
somehow Harry somehow knows entire passages of the Bible to say why birthdays are wrong.
Birthdays are wrong. Is that something people actually believe in?
The Bible says no. There is they had something where apparently it's not okay to celebrate birthdays are an abomination of God or something. But you know, I think they were taking from a certain.
How do they know that Jesus was 31 when he died?
Because they didn't think it through. Keep in mind that they don't use a lot of the Bible because part of the Bible is okay with slavery, rape, and murder. They don't like to talk about that part. It's kind of like that thing from Red Dwarf when they go, "What about what about the flood? Oh, that's genocide. I think that's okay." When they bring Jesus back and go, "But isn't that somehow wrong? That wasn't killing Jesus. That was genocide. I think that's fine."
Depends if I get bored enough. I'm gonna try and. Oh. Go. Piss off. Yes. No point yet.
Do da ba 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 ba.
Sure.
Cards? 2 of them. Did you see that procedurally generated Harry Potter thing? Oh, what was it called?
I never have the audio of us reading it.
Ollie, explain it, will you?
Basically, a predictive text algorithm wrote a Harry Potter chapter after using all 6 of the books as a template.
The Knight's template.
Basically, it's insane.
Have you seen the Scottish version?
No.
You really should try and look at the Scottish version of Harry Potter. Apparently J.K. Rowling had it translated into the Scottish dialect. It is actually pretty funny.
Harold Trotter.
Yes, well, you've seen Harold Trotter and the fleshy slug repellent.
Yeah.
We raised you since you were a bedroom. We let you have Dudley's second baby.
Oh, that was an amazing video. Oh, that's the goodness of our hearts. And he pulls his beating heart out his chest.
You have exposed our child porn. You're going to expel us, aren't you? Not today, Mr. Weasley. The next day. Today, Mr. Weasley. And I just love the end when Ron just looks at him and goes, if Hagrid ever gets out of Azkaban, I'll kill him.
And then Ron actually kills him.
I like the bit where they escape from Dudley's house and their car hits a plane.
Yeah.
And get chased by Thomas the Tank Engine.
Harry falls out.
I like the bit where Malfoy goes, "You'll never catch me, Potter," and then as he's saying it, Harry Potter overtakes him.
There's no boner left.
The bit where Scabbers' cage flies out the car.
Oh no! There's no boner left.
Or getting Tom Riddle's name out and then rearranging it to say, "I am the definition of homosexual."
Oh yeah!
It doesn't matter.
Every time his car attacks you, you take a minute of his life and add it to your own.
You could just some blue eyes.
Yeah, I think I will.
Like just, the ultimate you. And you got over 10,000.
Wait, technically, wouldn't this duel be that if the opponent doesn't give up, then Seb's got to kill himself?
What's a neat idea?
Yeah, Seb. Find the highest bit and then hold on and then wait for the the explosive force of your blue eyes being killed for you to jump off.
Right. We've got 3 minutes left until
A duel of tears.
2 hour. Well, 2 minutes basically. Do you reckon I could beat my Valentine in 2 minutes?
Isn't it my turn?
Well, yeah, but that's going to take a while, and we don't really have time.
No, it's Taya's turn.
I thought we start a new stream with.
Use the power of friendship.
If we're going to start a new stream, I'd rather we played Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
It's up to Ollie. It's your
Well,
console.
I'm going to do that thing, haven't I?
Thing.
Yes, the thing.
Oh, got time for a brief stream. It doesn't have to be anywhere near as long as this one was.
Honestly, I'm not feeling up for Marvel Ultimate Alliance at the moment, if I'm being brutally honest.
Well, shall we just do mine a single stream?
Alright. I'm going to try and get it done in a minute and a half.
Okay. Go for it.
It's not going to happen, but let's...
It won't stop recording if it goes over 2 hours, will it?
No.
No.
It's just 2
That's
hours
just my
is our
nephew, he's
arbitrary
mad.
designated, time slot.
I surrender. My Valentine. Wow, she's a really serious competitor, alright. And first, she dueled Joey and lost. Then she dueled Panic and lost. And now she's in the semi-finals. But now she's fighting Taya, which she must have won, right? Oh, scratch that, she lost.
Yeah, I'm not going to get this done before the 2 hours.
Taylor used the power of friendship.
You
Nothing
can't
can
just
beat the
summon me
power of
like some mongrel pup. Battle Fangs!
It's even stronger than Chuck Norris.
Blasphemy.
These are the worst strippers ever.
Who remembers the Stuart Little movies?
I rather like them.
Yeah, they were good, weren't they? Gladiator band.
I liked Falcon.
Yeah, I liked Falcon. Was it Willem Dafoe who played Falcon?
No, it was James Woods.
Oh, yes, so it was. And it was someone like that.
That twat.
What did James Woods do again? I noticed some things.
He said some really homophobic things.
Oh, I have no idea what he said. I don't follow him in any way.
He said that he commented on this guy who let his son wear a dress. And he said, well, congratulations, now your kid's going to grow up to be a serial killer.
Oh my god.
What's he basing that on?
Norman
The same
Bates,
thing that
probably.
all crazy
I think
people
he saw
do.
the horror recut
No
of Mrs.
sources at all.
Doubtfire.
Yeah.
No, wait. Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't a
You know what to
serial
do.
killer.
4-star, tricky, reborn dark magician.
Oh yeah.
The trick is a really good card.
Don't you mean the complicated?
Yes, I do actually. It's for complicated. Hey Jack, what's your favourite Daniel Craig Bond movie?
I haven't got a favourite.
What's your least favourite then?
Well, I'll tell you what my favourite theme is, and that's Casino Royale's You Know My Name. And I'm not just
Yes.
saying that as a tribute to Chris Cornell.
Yes, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yes. That
I
is
think
my
that's also
all-time
my favourite
Bond film.
of the movies. The Craig ones.
Dark magician.
I almost called him Craig Daniels then. That's his name.
Before you go, Wally, there's something which I'd like to show you. There's something I'd like to show you on YouTube.
Right.
You may have already seen it, but I don't know.
Nothing can defeat friendship.
Except me.
Friendship! Nah, she seems fine to me. Tentacle porn.
That XYZ something. Right?
Nice. Oil.
I refuse to say XVs because that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, thank you.
Dark magician. The tricky. And that one. What?
Just something that someone I know posted. It says it has been brought to my attention that according to Facebook I have introduced a child into the world today as well as becoming engaged. For the sake of clarity I can confirm both of these statements are pure tripe, for the only baby I've handled today is of the baby born variety and the only ring I have touched was that of a Haribo Tang plastic. So there we have it. That just made me laugh for some reason.
Have you ever heard of the couple that adopted a Cabbage Patch doll as their child?
It doesn't surprise me that that happened, to be honest.
Alright.
Because apparently they even sent it to university.
It's a Cabbage Patch doll.
Yes. And they loved it more than their own daughter.
Right, yeah, that's fucked up.
Tell me, did she undo the did the daughter undo the stitches at one point so it died in front of them at one point? Go, no! Then they take it into the doctors and go, please help, help, it's okay, give the child to me, and then they open it.
They
Where's it
don't
gonna
even
live?
look pleasant, they've
It's
just got
a
weird
doll.
shaped heads. Cabbage Patch Dolls, I mean, not
Don't give me a
children.
medical mumbo jumbo.
Some of the children have weird shaped heads.
Well, the daughter did mention that she was tempted to stick pins in it. But apparently how it talked was the dad just hold it up in front of his face and it's talked. Well, he talked for it.
Sounds like a more commercialised version of Annabelle.
Yeah. But apparently he went to university with the doll and spoke for it.
Right, well we've hit the 2-hour mark. I think this would probably be a good... Well, what does everyone think?
We live to hear you disappointed, Seb.
Yeah, well... You know, at least, you know, I have On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is in a very good movie.
Are we still talking about Gary's stew?
Yes, but no, this was the one where he first began to become a complicated character with multiple facets.
He seems like a one-sided character to me.
Some of the movies were better than others at portraying his character. Others were very very.
It's all like C3PO.
Yes, C3PO, the Dark Lord of the Universe, who manipulated everybody, including Palpatine, from the very beginning.
Are we finished then?
Oh my god.
He's always trying to demoralise the good guys and bring them down and get them captured and slow them down.
I like demoralising good guys. I like kicking them when they're down. I like rubbing salt on their wounds.
So is a C3PO. That's why he's always ruining R2-D2's self-esteem.
Yeah, but he isn't though, because R2-D2's self-esteem never gets ruined.
He's trying though. He's making every effort to make R2-D2 feel like crap. You know, saying that people don't like him. You know, that he's talking a load of nonsense, that he's overweight. He's being... It's abuse. C3PO is abusing R2-D2.
No, he wasn't.
Aren't you forgetting the real evil mastermind here?
Oh yeah, Jar Jar Binks. No, it was C3PO.
It's Jar Jar Binks. He's the one that put the Emperor in power.
But C3PO...
But he's canonically suffered for that.
Yeah, and C3PO hasn't. He is the evil Skywalker brother. Think about it. There's the good Skywalker brother who's Luke, and the evil one who's C3PO.
But what is C3PO
That's a classic Cain and Abel tale.
According to my Lego set, where it puts his head on that Palpatine's body and shoots lightning at Luke.
Do you remember that Lego set when I put Homer Simpson's head on Scooby-Doo's body?
I remember when I got a Lego set, Lego minifig, and you basically made a point of it like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
I still have that, by the way. I have it
in
right
my
next to my
head canon, that
Disney
is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I have it next to my Disney Genie Lego minifig for reasons.
Ah, you got a Robin Williams collection.
Nanu.
Do you know what you could do? Like, there's a Lego Cyberman, isn't there? You could get like the body of the Cyberman, and then get another sort of grey head, and then attach it, and you can have Bicentennial Man.
That is an idea.
You just remembered what Bicentennial Man is.
No, I thought you meant Cyberman as in...
No, he'd be green. Could also... Is it me who knows someone who was involved in Patch Adams? Weren't we talking to someone who was?
That was a crap film.
You would know.
I don't know. I seem to remember one of us meeting someone who was involved in that.
Yeah. At any rate, I think... what does everyone think? Do you think this is a good place to leave it?
Carrying on dreaming, yes, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have one more duel.
One more says
Okay,
Seth. What does everyone else think?
Okay, one more duel.
Pegasus versus Kyber, but... Alright, I want to duel Kyber this time.
Okay. We'll save the last duel for you. Two lonely people together.
Well, if you want that much for you, investment in two pretty lovely people. So.
Yeah.
You may as well have let me duel against Taya, because then it would have been your turn to go up against Pegasus.
Yeah.
Not just for Cybermen, but the Cyber women and the Cyber children too.
And the cyber dogs, and the cats, and the snails.
I could.
And the human-cyborg relations, who aren't remotely evil.
Oh no, the human-cyborg relations are pure evil.
No, they're not.
I'm C-3PO, human extermination relations.
No, that's HK. No, you're thinking of one of the HK droids.
No, I definitely saw C-3PO shoot 2 Ewoks and then put his entire arm through Jar Jar Binks.
I think you may have been referring to that assassin droid that was modelled on C-3PO's body.
No, this was definitely C-3PO, that's how his arm was red.
Yes.
No.
It must be soaked in Gungan blood.
You mustn't recognise me because of a red arm.
No, I remember. No, because I remember seeing this in a comic book, and that fellow was confessing the fact that he was trying to frame 3PO for murder.
Jack, maybe you didn't recognise him because of a red arm.
No, he had the red arm. He said even Han Solo would be fooled by this disguise.
That's the meme. Like, oh god, what's he gonna do? Oh, well, at least he wasted blue
I don't
eyes.
see what you got against 3PO.
Apart from the fact he's always complaining.
We like complainers, they're hilarious.
Oh, you never get me on those dreadful starfighters.
Done! I'm backwards, you flea-ridden furball! Only an overgrown knothead like you would be stupid enough to...
Overgrown what?
Mophead.
Only to reattach
You
my
think he
leg, I
said?
wouldn't be in this ridiculous position.
Muppet.
I thought he said Knobhead. Which sounds like it just might be an insult to droids in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, I mean, we all know C-3PO's ultimate aim is to become one with the Death Star.
No, that's IG-88.
No, it's definitely C-3PO. He wants to fuse his consciousness with the Death Star so he can just blow up everything.
No, Sam, that was IG-88. That was his plan, and it was stopped by Lando Calrissian, and IG-88 went down in history as the would-be galactic conqueror no one ever knew or cared about.
No, it's definitely
Wasn't the
C-3PO.
Mads Mikkelsen's character in Casino Royale.
I promise you, it was IG-88. I saw it I read about it in an encyclopedia. He did become one with the Death Star. He just didn't get enough time to come online. He was going to start a droid revolt.
Ah, C-3PO, he just wanted to be alone with his true love. R2-D2.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
We're not interested in whether the hyperdrive has been fixed on the Millennium Falcon.
See? He's trying to distract them from the fact that the hyperdrive isn't fixed so they'll take off without getting it repaired. He's trying to distract them. He's like, no, we don't want to hear about it, even though it's important.
And when
He knows.
And when his head was on that droid, those were just his real thoughts coming out.
Yes, that was him using that as a plausible excuse to assassinate some Jedi that might step in the way of his plans.
He was telling them to trust Lando Calrissian, even though nobody wanted to, and they would have succeeded, and they probably would have rescued Han if they'd done what C-3PO said, because seconds count.
Also, he knows.
They wouldn't trust him.
He tells him not to trust a strange computer because he knows the computer's telling the truth.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
So, wait a minute. You think C-3PO and Jar Jar Binks are working together?
Could very well be.
Until he killed he had Jar Jar killed.
No, they're
because he was
rivals.
no longer
They
needed.
are rivals, and I'll explain why. Because he immediately tries to discredit Jar Jar by calling him a bit odd. So he's trying to undermine his rival for power.
Ollie, why are we having this conversation? This is your stream. Shouldn't you exercise control over this nonsense?
I could, but it's entertaining, so I'm not going to.
But we've got to agree, George Lazenby deserved another movie at least to prove himself.
No, he didn't.
He could have been like Daniel Craig of the 60s if they just gave him a proper chance.
George Lazenby was losing fights to henchmen. This is not something neither Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, or Pierce Brosnan or Daniel Craig ever did. It was just...
Daniel Craig's lost his share of henchmen.
Only against overwhelming odds.
Yeah.
And if George Lazenby stayed on, James Bond would be an
That's why I
improvement.
said it might be a double-edged sword including around the deck, but it has been useful.
Yeah. You roll the dice.
Well, we've said bad luck.
Say what you will about Jeff Hardy, but I'm starting to think his song had a point. Never waste your words on a fool who won't listen.
Oh, Jeff Hardy's mostly stoned when he writes most of his stuff.
I was referring to his songs, not to his song, No More Words, not his stuff.
Oh, because he usually sings his own themes.
Usually his song and his stuff are the same thing.
Yeah,
song-
I mean, remember his TNA run where he just turned up as world champion, was stoned out of his mind and couldn't do the match? So they had to
Wasn't
whisper
this the
to
one-
Sting, for God's sake, just pin him and be done with it.
I learned about that on What Culture Wrestling. As a basic rule, I don't watch TNA. I was led to believe it was an inferior version of WWE, which...
It
didn't used to be, and that's the tragic thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, in 2010's when it changed because it was on a good route, but then Jeff Jarrett just had to fuck Kurt Angle's wife and get himself removed from the from power. So Dixie got more power than she needed. She deserved. Then she brought Hulk Hogan in because him and Eric Bischoff, swindled her into believing that they were the smart idea. They destroyed the pushes of literally everybody they possibly could. And left her with millions of dollars of debt. I think by the time she lost power, she owed so many back taxes, and she lost most of the roster. I mean, if there's ever going to be a DVD of the rise and fall of TNA, all you need is that picture of Dixie Carter holding onto Hulk Hogan's leg, begging him not to leave. Because he left as soon as the money was gone. And considering that this week they've lost most of their roster because EC3's gone to WWE now and Bobby Lashley's leaving. But they got Austin Aries back, so that's something.
Here's why I really like Shark Freak. You can detach and the monster comes back not only in attack mode, but 1,000 points weaker. And you can attack again.
So how does Vader fit into the story then?
What, TNA?
He's just a pawn in the great chess battle.
Between
sorry, I
Jar
thought you
Jar
meant
and
Big...
Freaky.
Yeah.
For a minute I thought you meant Big Van Vader. Little Van Sky.
Someone needs to,
Skywalker.
were I better with Vegas Pro, I would make the video that replaces Darth Vader with Big Van Vader.
Oh my god.
Ollie, to be fair, Ollie, I think Kayfabe News already did it, Little Van Skywalker and everything, so it's just got Darth Vader with Vader's face on.
Oh my god, Jack. I'm on IMDb. Jack.
What?
I'm on IMDb. I've read a quote from Sean Connery, mind you, Sean Connery, who said that he would have rather have been in On Her Majesty's Secret Service than Diamonds Are Forever because it was the better movie of the two.
Yes, because he would have made it better.
Oh,
The plot would have been the same.
He would have made it better than George Lazenby.
Oh, Ian, why?
So you think the guy whose only notable moment of acting before then was slapping Pussy Galore would be able to pull off the story of On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah.
Ian, why would you send me a picture of C-3PO beating up Darth Vader? all it needs now is the caption going, "You have failed me for the last time."
That's
Not a bad idea, actually.
He is.
Have
He's
any
got
of you
a
ever
heart
stopped to
of
consider
fibre.
Have any of you ever stopped to think that maybe if C-3PO was the main villain of Star Wars, wouldn't he have killed Padme while she was on the ship,
He
preventing
did!
Luke Skywalker?
He poisoned her! He poisoned Padme, and because it was a sophisticated poison, the droids thought that she just lost the will to live. He was on that ship alone with her while Anakin and Obi-Wan were fighting, and R2 was worried about his friends.
Why did he poison her? Why didn't he just strangle her to death? She was already partially strangled
Because
to
he's
death
got
by
limited
Anakin.
movements in his arms, they're all sort of robotic, and he can't bring his arms into a choking motion.
Yes, he can. He can grab things.
But they would have known that someone choked her. They would have known.
It would have been too obvious. So he poisoned her solely so that she'd die, and that had caused Anakin to turn to the dark side.
Exactly, it was subtle. Because if...
Yeah, but he didn't stop Princess Leia or Luke from being born, though. Now, if he was involved...
That's because Obi-Wan was watching. He couldn't, because Obi-Wan was watching.
Although in A New Hope, he did try and convince them not to save them from the trash compactor by just saying they're dead, because he was hoping that R2 would just die.
He knows if they realise that they're still alive, then, you know...
This is unbelievably preposterous.
Thank you for agreeing. It makes sense, doesn't it?
It does. It makes so much sense.
That's why he turns Macomlink off. Why else would he turn Macomlink off?
Because he couldn't have them hear it when the stormtroopers walked in the room.
But he's a droid, how can he forget these things?
Nothing, but nothing.
He wouldn't forget when his friends' lives are on the line unless he wants them dead. Stormtroopers exactly where they were. He could have lied and said they were going to another level, but he didn't.
Yeah, I wish I was actually at MCM Comic Con right now, because then I could speak to Anthony Daniels and he can hear exactly what you're saying about his character.
I think that's how he's been playing the role the whole time. Why else would he appear in every movie?
Yeah, I also think he's been told
I
on
think
threat of
Anthony
death
Daniels
not to
would at least
reveal
be
the truth.
entertained by him.
I think he would be. I think he'd love it.
Oh yeah, he'd probably just throw his head back and laugh, or bury his head in his hands and just laugh at the idea of C-3PO being a
Makes sense.
I think he might
He's the ultimate psychological warrior.
I think he might actually...
He's like the Hannibal of droids.
I think he might actually be more annoyed than you might think, actually.
No, I don't. No, I think he'll find it funny because, you know, these people...
He's been
have
playing the part for
sense
so
of
many
humour.
years.
I get the immediate impression of an individual who's doing that and getting slightly tired of it, though, when I mess him.
It's not like anyone else brings up any of his other films.
Well, what else was Anthony Daniels in?
Well, I know he was in that Richie Rich sequel.
He was in the Lord of the Rings cartoon film, playing Aragorn.
Bloody hell, Kyber put up a fight.
Here's an interesting thing. Do you know who played the Emperor, well, Palpatine, in the last 2 episodes of the Clone Wars?
Tim Curry.
Yes. And do you know who's going to play him in Star Wars Rebels?
Tim Curry?
No, Ian McDiarmid.
They've got the actual
good.
Ian McDermott to
Yeah,
play
they've got
it.
actually Ian McDiarmid to play him.
Does anyone actually care about Star Wars Rebels?
I've not
Apart
seen
from the
it
Ahsoka thing, no.
But yes, people do care about it. I
Oh,
do
God.
see a lot of people say it's
I've
really
seen good things about it. I've not really watched many episodes, but from what I've seen, it's decent.
People I've spoke to about it don't really like it.
Well, it's new Star Wars. I mean, it's good. I mean, if it's anything like the Clone Wars, not every episode will be a big hitter, but some will be quite good.
It's just far too much like the new canon.
Seth,
Because
has
it is the
phone
new
on
canon.
And the new canon is far superior anyway.
It's far less convoluted. Lots more room for growth.
For every Mara Jade or Grand Admiral Thrawn, you've got about 10 Skippy the Force droids in the old expanded universe.
They're taking the good aspects from the old expanded universe and incorporating them into the new continuity.
They haven't done a good job of doing that.
Hey Seb, have you got your... Seb,
Yeah.
have you got your phone on you?
Yes.
Have you got Facebook on your phone?
Yes, but the internet's a bit crappy.
Oh, okay, I just tagged you in something that you might find
Okay, I'm gonna have a look.
The Thrawn I read about would have beaten the rebels long
it's
before
the-
now.
Thanks for sending me that, Sam.
Put it off.
I don't know if I can get it on the screen, I'll do my best.
That was Ian, by the way.
Can you see that?
Give it 30 seconds. Okay. And in about 20 to 30 seconds, I'll see it.
Oh, wait until Jack sees that.
I can see it now.
What am I looking at here?
It's C-3PO beating up Darth Vader saying you have failed me for the last time.
I look upon each and all of you with a sigh of pity.
How's this what works? Darth Vader created C-3PO. How could he be subservient to him?
Because he's created a monster. Essentially. And he's lost control of his creation.
So it's a Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes, it's a Dr. Frankenstein sort of thing.
He was a child when he built 3PO.
Okay, Jack. Another picture to show you.
I don't care. I can't even see it that well on this screen anyway.
What is that?
I'm just gonna hold back the rest of the street.
Why would you do that?
Hello, Jack. I'm coming in for a kiss. I love you, Jack. Do you love me?
Okay, I'm gonna have to say stop that.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
As funny as that is, I think we've gone a bit off the rails with this.
I should let it be known on whatever record there is that my wife is actually staring at the screen right now with an eyebrow raised, going, "What the fuck is going on?" Because she can't hear a thing because I've got my headphones on.
I share your wife's curiosity, Sam. I don't even know what that picture was.
Yeah, but the difference is you can still hear everything, and you at least know some of the context. But
Actually, I
Liz
don't.
doesn't
I don't
know what the
that
hell's
was.
going on.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what the context is.
It's George Lazenby.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Seb, stop it.
Hey. Can we just call it the Seb, Ollie and George Lazenby stream?
Seb, stop it.
I've got photos of the cosplayers which I took over my experiences at Comic Con. I find them far much more better to look at than that thing you've got on the screen. I don't know what it is.
Right.
So,
with that,
is he another unofficial member?
What, George Lazenby?
Yeah.
We inducted Glenn Shadix as a posthumous unofficial member of the group.
Yes, he is. And it's not George Lazenby that's a member of the group, it's the picture of George Lazenby that is. There's a difference.
Miniature fantasy George Lazenby.
Exactly.
I look upon you, Seb, with nothing but pity.
He's the Paul McGann of James Bond's. He's really underrated.
Well, that's...
No, he's the Sylvester McCoy of James Bond.
No, that's Rocky.
Rocky?
You know, Sylvester McCoy.
Oh, right. That's...
You gotta do what you gotta do, baby.
That's Sylvester Stallone, you Philistine.
Hey, King Now, you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta be the Dalek, I'm gonna be the Dalek.
Philistine. Good word, Ollie.
That's super, Manny.
Right, okay. Okay, I think we should end the stream before. I think we should end the stream before it gets any more out of hand.
Yeah, we should end the stream right now. We've gone over the 2-hour mark, and literally most of them have been spent just trying to make.
well,
what an episode.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
See you around, kids.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Ollie, are you still there?